All right. Welcome to another Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. I'm a little bit late because apparently I had a power outage, so I have to reset my internet. Hopefully it stays stable. Gonna go right into hushed whispers because I am siding with the mages. Got to get ready to lose a good chunk of approval because of um, Fair Weathered Friends trial is on. So as soon as I side with the mages, I know Cassandra, Vivian, Sarah, and Iron Bull are probably going to strongly disapprove. So I need to be ready for that, especially since I plan on romancing Cassandra. So gotta get ready. Let's see here. Successor of leads. Understand that I have you to thank for the sudden arrival of proof of Jean Gaspard's heritage. The Grey Warden's love poems were the Grey Warden's love poems were most convincing, although his decision to rhyme falling with calling was less so. Regardless, Jean Gaspard has lost all claim to the duchy. Monette wishes no ill for for her uncle. I don't know why I didn't see that. Um, and has asked that he and the men loyal to him join the Inquisition. Okay, so he still joins us. It's fine. With luck, Jean Gaspard might regain, indeed, the honor that he no longer may claim through blood. The young Duchess herself is quite aware that she has you to thank for her position, and she's pledged the city of Leeds to the Inquisition's cause. All right, excellent. And you get the ancestral shield of Leeds. Okay. We got some gold coming in. Okay. Okay, let's get the secrets of Andraste. Let's do the Antifa Scholars.
Let us begin.
I never did that before. Needs Inquisition needs bees. Go ahead and use Liliana for that. You have no time for games. First, simply just stop with soldiers and find favor with the noble. I'm not trying to lose more approval with Sarah, so let's not have Color do that. You can go ahead, get us some gold.
To work?
All right. All right, we're gonna go for the mages because last time I went for the Templars.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We can't waste time fighting among ourselves. We have to come to an agreement.
A Tevinter Magister controls Redcliffe, invites us to the castle to talk, and some of us want to do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
That's
if we
fair.
don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
I disagree.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer, a watercourse, something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle.
Right.
An escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too
At
risky.
the windmill.
Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Focus their attention on Trevelyan, while we take out the Tevinters. It's risky, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Definitely gotta do this lock in. Alright. I gotta take Thorian, so I don't need a mage. I definitely need a rogue. Sarah, not really my favorite, I'm sorry, but I'm taking my boy Varric. Let me take another warrior. Cassandra. Yeah.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Master Trevelyan alone. The others must wait here.
Nah.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
Venatori does have an interesting look in this game. With the masks and whatnot.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
I feel like since I've played both scenarios, doing Hush in Hush Whispers makes more story sense, and I feel like it's a better story down the line. Plus, that means like the primary antagonists, along with the Venatori, will be the Red Templars. I mean, you still run into Red Templars if you choose the Templars, but there's significantly less. And it seems like the Red Templars are a better overarching enemy faction And then Corythius's lieutenant that he picks is Samson, who usually is far more interesting than Calpurnia. So if anybody watching the show, yes, I have played this like I don't know how many times. So might be spoilers for anybody who never played the game, but still good no matter what. Probably should think about that in the future, to be honest.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Nothing. I know you want me dead. Let's talk about time magic. Tell me about the Venatori. We have connections.
The Inquisition has many backers among the Orlesian nobility. I'm sure we can find suitable compensation.
I'm not sure what the Orlesian nobility have to offer that I don't already possess.
He knows everything, Father.
Come
Felix,
on, I was just trying to be slick.
what have you done?
We made sure to disarm your trap before we came in. I hope you don't mind.
I've yet to see your cleverness, I'm afraid. You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
That's who you serve? The one who killed the Divine? Is he a mage?
Soon, he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
I understand him not being able to accept his son's death. Makes sense to me.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
No!
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Oops. Did that a little too early.
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we? Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Whatever. I don't need protection.
There were others in the hall.
That sounded weird.
Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts, like little jewels.
Okay. All right, let's level up Dorian here. So he needs a barrier, definitely. Let's upgrade it. I want him to use fire. He's going to be a damager. Okay, let's give him the firewall, fire mine. Give him that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not going to put him into Frost Magic, but I want him to learn Mana Surge and Winter Stillness. Maybe we need to wait, because I don't got enough left to teach him Revive. Maybe we need to backtrack. We don't need the landmines yet. We don't need this. We don't need this. I think that's more important. Guardian Spirit. There we go. All right. I want him to be using that as much as possible. I want him to use that whenever we need him to. All right. He's a fire mage. Now let's equip them. Looks a lot better than what he has. There we go. I usually give that to Solus, but not this time. Yeah, definitely give him those. I don't got a helmet for him. Level 17 for that. No accessories. This doesn't do anything, and this reallocates points. So that's all I got for him. I don't think there's anything I can use. I wonder why I don't have a schematic for this sword. This is the exact same DLC sword that I used in Dragon Age 2. I'm not a shield user, so I don't need that. This is what I mean by weapons that you make are 10 times better than anything you can find or buy. You should always make weapons. And this is like my first weapon I made. I made it out of iron, I think. And I forgot to put anything on it. A heft, a pummel, and a rune. Well, I can't do runes yet, but heck, maybe I'll find some on the way. All right, we're back. Got the prison key. Let's loot some things. Red lyrium. Red lyrium everywhere.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Lysis? Hello? Do you remember me?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
He is too far gone. The red lyrium can make you crazy. It's actually even worse than that, but you'll find out in a minute. Right. I think this is the right way to go. Obviously, I want to go the other way, making sure I don't miss anything.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
All right, that's pretty much it. The other way was not much there. I guess it depends on what you're into. I find that this quest is better than the Templar quest. You fight a demon. Forgot what demon it was, but it can change into different people and go into your mind. It's a whole thing where you meet Cole for the first time. You still get Cole, of course.
One down!
Nice.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
We know about that statement.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
If red lyrium is an infection... Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Andraste Sacred Knickers, you're alive. Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You might be right about that.
I'm always right, and when I'm not, I lie about it. So, what are you doing here? Or did you come back just to trade quips with me?
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
Assassinations, invasions, and demon armies? I'm a little glad I missed all that.
Yeah, you lucked out there. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
Pretty bleak future. Looking for Cassandra. Or at least the future Cassandra. She here somewhere.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she She who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
You look wounded. Maybe we can help.
Nothing you do can help me now. I'll be with the Maker soon.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
That's my hope.
None of this will happen. Andraste, please let that be true. Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
All right. Templar shield has one defense point higher. Interesting. Let's give him a range defense belt. He's going to be at a distance. Could give him more health, but I don't think that it's necessary right now. Guess we'll see. Oh wait. Sandra has 2 points to use. Upgrade her shield bash.
Andraste, have mercy on their souls.
Well, the gang's all back together. What could go wrong now? Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
Gladly. Prayer to the new God. Praise his name, who has risen from the darkness. Praise his name, who has striven for the light. Praise his name, who has walked the golden city. Praise his name. It doesn't say his name. The old gods are no more. The Maker never was. The new God is among us. Praise his name. Get out of here. Whatever. Alexius keeps asking for patrols of the walls. Waste of time, if you ask me. The Inquisition ground themselves to a pulp against the walls ages ago. Ferelden made 3 attempts to lead siege here before the last life got crushed out of them. Who's left out there to threaten us? The mountain barbarians? But Alexius seems to expect a siege. Man's going completely mad. Better to put the men on watch inside the walls. More of those blasted rifts open every day. It was better when we still had the people for blood sacrifices. Unbound demons have emptied the castle, village, and surrounding countryside of everyone who's not sleeping in their armor. Now it's just wild demons everywhere. And this is the bleak future they wanted? Wonderful. And that's just everything that's going on in this castle. Don't say what happens everywhere else in the world. This Templar died with lyrium growing out of his body. You're rogue. Thank you, sir. All right. Nothing to read in here, but chest, scout's armor. It's like an inquisition book down here. Don't know what the skeleton is though. Usually there would be a chest here so you can restock your potions, but I have a challenge on to make sure that doesn't ever appear. So you gotta preserve the ones you got. Torture room. You know they have a lot of these here.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make him a god.
Ah! There is no god but the Elder One! The Maker is dead! Say it!
Never. I'll die a good Andrastian before living a second as one of you.
Handley.
May she find peace at the Maker's side.
Yeah, no matter what you do, you can't save that. You can't save the Chantry sister. Handley is, I think, one of Alexius' right-hand Venatori guys.
How did Trevelyan know of the sacrifice at the temple? Answer!
Never.
Ah! There's no use to this defiance, little bird. There's no one left for you to protect.
You're wasting your breath.
Ah! Talk! You will break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive.
You're safe now.
Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe. You need
You
to
tortured her
end
pretty
this.
bad.
Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
One down!
I could try something a little new here. So this chain, you could pull stuff to you and kick them. Not every opponent can be pulled, which is annoying because those wisps or whatever you want to call them, wraiths, they can't be pulled. And I hate that. Let's do something like grappling chain now pulls all enemies near your target. Let's try that for a second. And that's a good thing about those upgrades. Like, you can get one, but you don't have to stick with it. Like, if you try it for a little bit, you can switch to the other one.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No!
Come forth and serve the Elder One.
You can't stop her at all for that. Oh.
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
It kind of worked a little bit, but I need that kick. That kick is the best part. So let's switch that back. I'm pretty sure that lady that sacrificed that guy to summon those demons, well, she sacrificed the guy and herself. What's that lady mage that we talked to in Redcliffe who was all for the whole them joining the magisters from the Winter. She was sick of being in the circles and whatnot, and blah blah blah. Can't remember her name. I only talked to her once. Whoa.
The breach! It's everywhere.
Used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. Now, it's just good sense.
Hey, just got a completed requisition. Before I go in there, did I get everything out here? Looks like it.
I am not a child. I can resist. No!
Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
Killed himself because he couldn't. I should have waited outside to hear the whole conversation, but a demon was trying to tempt him into letting him get possessed. If you play Origins, you know that Connor, when he was a little boy, let himself get possessed by a desire demon who did keep our even alive, but like used undead to like invade Red Cliff and kill a lot of the people. Spellbinder's Journal. With every failed time spell, the Magister grows a bit more paranoid, or perhaps it's not paranoia, since the Elder One really will kill him for his failures. The distinction hardly matters. After the 10th failure, he began locking himself in the Great Hall during his waking hours. After the 12th, he had the foot soldiers excavate a shard doorway from parts unknown and painstakingly install it in the castle. We know where he got it from. That Oasis Temple. Now his most trusted assistants can only see him if we all go at once together, which we must do twice a day to bring him his meals, as he never leaves that room at all. Yeah. Pretty sure if the Elder One wanted to kill him, he would probably did it already. Doesn't mean that he won't, but I'm just saying. He thinks that shard door is going to protect him. Don't think it will. Because they know I'm not dead. Alexius's journal. This appears to be Alexius's journal. This is the final entry. Nothing works. I have tried countless times to go back before the Conclave explosion, before Felix's caravan was attacked by Darkspawn, before the Venatori first arrived in Manarathis, without success. The breach is the wellspring that makes this magic possible, and travel outside of its timeline is impossible. The Elder One's demand that I change the events of the Conclave can never be fulfilled. He may kill me for failing him, but I must protect Felix from his wrath. So you know it's not possible for him to do what the Elder One wants. So how long did he really have before we got here anyway? So, you know. I was just there.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Venatori and demons fighting each other. Maybe I should hang back for a bit. Let them have their little bout. Nah, that's boring.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Make it take you!
This is the way to the main hall. Alexius will likely be there.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around. Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs! I could really go for some light reading.
Just one more. inventory is full. That's what I get from not getting rid of stuff. It's a lot of axes. I don't think about it. What is she using? Barbarian Raid Cleaver, 114. Yeah, let's give him this. Even though it's like not the Varric that I have, he'll still be wearing it once I go back. From these rings. Oops. Or ring as in one. What does Varric have on as an amulet or a necklace? Evasion? Yes, it's fine. Stick trying to make sure I didn't drop an amulet for Dorian, but I didn't. Oh, I forgot. I gotta destroy some stuff. Things that probably won't be worth much anyway. Daggers usually aren't. Excuse me. Get at the iron bull later, maybe something you can use.
What happened here?
Venatori decorating at its finest.
They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground.
I got him.
The warrior! I can do this all day!
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
Heck was they eating? Studies on the blight. Introduction of blight to prisoners yields no dis- discernible pattern. Disease processes erratically. Some subjects die within hours despite all efforts. Others show no symptoms at all. Subjects may harbor some natural resistance, which makes isolation and testing a priority. So they were like testing the blight on people? Why? I don't know. Just because they can. A later entry. 6 more subjects died. The transfusions of blood from resistant prisoners slow the rate of corruption only slightly. Healthy flesh taken from live subjects and implanted in the infected would often die even before the corruption spreads to it. In cases where implantation is successful, blight corruption spreads across donor flesh faster than host flesh. Prisoner Liliana has been the most useful source of resistant blood and skin to date. So they tested the blight on Liliana. That's proof right there. Not that I can persecute anybody. A hero of the blight, of the 5th blight, and they do that to her. The disrespect is just immense. Not the fact that I also consider her to be, best girl of the series, but that's up for debate with some people. The only reason I romance Morrigan is you can have a kid with her, and I kind of would rather be in a relationship with somebody I'm having a kid with. That's just my personal choice. But Liliana is a lot, seems a lot sweeter, if you would say. And if you finesse the game a little bit, like I do most of the time, you can romance both at the same time. Easier to do in Origins than it is to do in Dragon Age 2. Oh, we've been here. Oh, hey, moms. Long time no see, ma'am. It's nice to hear from you. Hopefully you're doing okay. Sorry if I didn't see your message right away. Like I said before, it's kind of easier for me to see when I'm playing on my PlayStation because the words come up on screen versus in the Xbox. It doesn't really show anything, so I gotta make sure I'm looking at my phone. Which way am I going? This way. Doing hushed whispers, as you can see. I do feel like I know I already said this, but I feel like this is a better story than the Templar one. I can see no idea what this quest is, but I can see it. It's the in Hush Whispers quest. It's when you side with the mages versus siding with the Templars. Are you playing a Templar? Nah, right now I'm just a two-handed warrior. I don't really know what my specialization was going to be, but I'm thinking about. I don't want to be a Ravager like I was in Dragon Age 2 because you lose too much health, and that's what Iron Boy usually does, and he dies a lot because of it. So it's either going to be a Templar or a champion. I'm kind of leaning toward champion, but I don't do sword and shield with this character. So, because I feel like champion is more for a tank, a good tank. Like, let's see, Blackwall. his specialization is usually a champion, and it increases survivability by a lot. But I'm a damager. That's why I chose a two-handed weapon, and I like to dish out the damage. I mean, I can be a tank too, but I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. I don't know if I'd be a Templar though. I don't like the idea of delirium though. Just for RP. And it's Tyrone as well. Folks head to the portal and see if Mix is engaged in villainy. Not today, not today. I'm playing a hero today. Yeah, moms, the delirium. Can't even do delirium. After seeing Cullen suffer and everything that I know about it, I don't like the idea of it. I wish you can be a seeker like Cassandra. She the seekers don't take lyrium. They get their powers from spirits. If you hear her describe it, that's pretty much how they get their abilities. I still got one more. One more I need to get. One more shard.
What damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Best Seekers right now? Yeah, Seeker Lambert. He was a bastard. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yes, he is. I wish it was like some way you can just bring him back to life so you can kill him again. But yeah, Lambert was not the best. He was a murdering psychopath and everything. He clearly hated mages. And where am I even going? It's this door over here. What he did to Evelyn, I was so angry. I read Asunder before, but forgot and listened to it audiobook, and I'm like, oh yeah. You can once you get Cole, you can get Evelyn and his friend. I forgot the mage. Evelyn and the mage. I can't remember right now. My memory is so bad, but you can actually recruit them for the Inquisition. Yeah. Lord Seeker Lambert. That's a waste of opportunity at a good villain. I know he is horrible, but yeah, you can. It's like a war table thing. You can get Evelyn and we'll.
Too busy praying to their god to watch the entrance. You just can't find any cultists these days.
Take him down.
Mandatory severance package stinks.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Tyrone, I haven't forgot about that cruise. I still got to form my team. The team is just gonna build up. Nightbot, what is the thing? I want to keep it, but I don't got a problem with spam and signals. Just get up. I don't have a problem with the symbols. Nightbot is just crazy. Yeah, I was so sad that Ren died for Evelyn, but I understand she wanted to do something for her son, Reyes. Yeah, that's Reyes. Reyes. Is that how you say it? Reyes? I don't know. I must be saying it wrong. I got everything I need to confront Alexius. Let the boss battle commence. Nah. See, the longer your cruise go on, the more people I get on my side. I'm gonna have a whole pirate crew thanks to you. Yeah. I'm trying to spread peace and cheer to the good people. I mean, you're driving some people mad. And now I'm playing a hero today, so I'm not gonna worry about it today, but tomorrow, maybe. All right. You'll pay for this. Yeah, maybe. Or let's finish this. How could you do all this? Let's just say let's finish this. Nah. You're here alone. Let's say you'll pay for this.
It's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are.
I'm trying to go.
I
I'm
knew
trying
you
to
would
get
appear
Mars
again.
Agency to book some
that it
cruises
would
on
be
my
now,
ship. Oh my
but
God,
I
no.
knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It's just like some of the villains in the Inquisition. Yeah, we got some bad ones. We got guys like him. Like, I don't like anything that he did, but the reasons why he did it. I'm thinking to myself, I can kind of sympathize a little bit. Like, he probably was distraught after his wife got killed. Lost his wife, love of his life, of course. And then his son got poisoned by darkspawn blood, slowly dying. And he's trying to find a way to save him. And if you're a parent and you love your kids, you'll probably do anything to save your kid. Now, I don't agree with horrible things that happened because of what he did, but I kind of understand why he did it. I can understand why he did it.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Give us the amulet, release him, Liliana, give him a merciful death. I mean, Liliana, this is the future Liliana after she got tortured for who knows how long, so she's not going to do what I say. So just give him a merciful death. I mean, he looks like a creature anyway.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No!
This is also a more interesting boss battle than the Templar stuff.
Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach! That will be my apology! Where are your assassins this time?
downside is I did some of the side quests. I'm like double his level.
Inquisition! This world's already lost!
Watch out for him.
Tell me again how you're gonna...
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
I did a pretty good job leveling my character because I do a lot of damage. Plus, I did like so many quests. I think I'm at like level 12 and he was at level 7, so kind of got a little OP on him. Kind of makes it less interesting when you over level, but I also don't want to struggle too much. Now,
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesty.
Alistair and
When we
Nora.
offered the Mage's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
It's kind of odd that the king and the queen come themselves here. You know. And Alistair should be in full armor, but, you know. Well.
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Don't do it, moms. Don't book anybody on his ship, okay? Oh my goodness. One trip is gonna drive people mad. He should be, since he's the king. I mean, yeah, but like, you never know what's happening here. They both shouldn't come at the same time. They both should come at the same time. And if Alistair came, he should be in full armor, I feel like. But, you know, that's just me. And he is there talking to his mama and doesn't even know it. Yeah, I know. I wish there was some kind of way we can say it, but it's not really much we can do there. No, Tyrone. We got to end that. We got to end that cruise. Well, how about this? Just don't sing. How about that? No singing. Okay, this is the moment of truth here. I either conscript him like Cassandra wanted, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't lose approval with her. I'd probably gain approval from conscripting him. But there's also make them allies and not conscript them. And right now I have Fair-Weathered Friends trial on. So everybody I get disapproval from, I lose a lot of approval with. So the approval is going to sink horribly. Let's see. I gotta look this up because I want to see what my plan's gonna be next if I. I don't want to conscript the mages. So. I don't want to conscript the mages, but don't do it. I know, but like I said, I got the trials on, and so I got the trials on Fair-Weathered Friends, and if I lose approval, I lose a lot of approval. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get everybody up to at least friendship level before I get to Halam Chiral, so I can get the achievement. Yeah, so. I definitely don't want to conscript them, but if I end up better, well, now that I think about it, I want Liliana to be the divine, so I probably should conscript them. Let me look here. Trying to look. Go in. See. I'm trying to scroll through here to see how bad the approval loss is going to be with some people. It's a long guide. Okay, here we go. Let's see. If your allies, of course, we got Solus is going to greatly approve. We got Blackwall is going to approve. We got Varric approves only if he's in the active party. He'll approve or disapprove. If Hawk sided with the mages in Dragon Age 2, disapproves if Hawk sided with Templars. I think in my canon world state, I'm pretty sure my Hawk sided with the mages, because I think my canon Hawk is a female mage. So he should approve. Cole approved, greatly approves, whether he's recruited or not. Okay. Of course, Dorian greatly approves. Makes sense. And then it increases Liliana's divine candidacy by 10. Cassandra's -5. Vivian's -10. I don't want Vivian to become divine. I'm sorry. I don't hate her, but I just don't want her to be divine. Now, if I can script them, Sarah will greatly approve, which I don't really care about. They're trying to be bogus, but I do need to get her approval, though, in order to get my achievement. Iron Bull greatly approves. Cassandra approves. And then Varric approves or disapproves, depending on who Hawk sided with. So I'm guessing that if I can script them, Varric will disapprove, because Hawk sided with the mages in Dragon Age 2. Blackwall disapproves. Solus greatly disapproves. Cole greatly disapproves. Dorian greatly disapproves. So technically more people will approve siding with the mages as friends than conscripting them. I feel like I can get my approval back with less people if I make them allies. I do want to romance Cassandra. I think I have a lot of good opportunities to do that, and I think my approval with her is probably the highest right now out of everybody's, because I already got her to have that conversation with me about her brother, which takes extra approval. It's going to be some work with Vivian. I'm sorry, going to have to listen to her and agree with everything she says, even though I don't agree. And then Sarah is going to be difficult, because I find it kind of difficult to listen to her talk, and she kind of annoys me a little bit. So, well, here we go.
would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this.
Solus greatly
later.
approves.
I'll pray
she didn't
that
like
the
that.
rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens
They have
all
no
of
other
the
choice.
We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
Cassandra greatly
It's a
disapproves.
generous
Iron Bull
offer.
greatly disapproves.
I doubt you're going to get
Sarah
a better
greatly
one
disapproves.
from
Then the other one approves. Varric and Blackwall approves. The greatly disapproves. They
We
hurt a bit,
accept.
but
It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
I better not. Vivian will greatly disapprove as well, but I gotta talk to her first before she greatly disapproves. But I also need to get some of that approval back by talking to her. Ugh. I don't like the fact that she's so gung-ho about the circles. That irritates me. Just because she got some privileges as a mage. I'm not a big fan of that.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
And one of the things about this is I like the fact that they always got something negative to say about the mages, and then when you do this quest, you got to deal with the Red Templars, which is corrupted Templars. So everybody's bad. I mean, it comes down to what choices you make. We need their cooperation. They deserve freedom to consider this their probation. I lied to them. We need their
We need them
cooperation.
to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves. You were there, Seeker.
You can't win for
Why
losing.
didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point
you.
of the Herald's
Please.
mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I mean, it would be nice if you didn't greatly disapprove, but we need Lyria. I can help. This is mainly because of various perks that I took in Liliana's tree. So, I'll take
Closing
that
the
one.
breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word.
Yeah.
We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this.
Keep it under the table,
Right.
and I'll do what I
Right.
can
Thank
to
you,
quiet
Liliana.
rumors.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
But not my other expertise, huh? Like my decision-making skills. Since everybody wanted to argue, I made the call, whether you like it or not. You know, that's what it takes to be a leader. You got to make the hard choices and live with it. But yeah, I'd be honored.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
I must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
Definitely like Dorian. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. But there's very few characters in this game that I don't like. I mean, Sarah and Vivian get on my nerves a bit, but there's things about them I like. So, but Dorian's top tier.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Maker willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
All right. All right. Let's run a little damage control because some of my teammates are going to be too happy about what happened.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
All right. I did romance Josephine last time. Two of my favorites is Cassandra and Josephine. Yeah, pretty much. I got to do another Canary playthrough. I think I did a bit of human a few too many times.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Chantry's need more than ever. It's been this way for years. Chantry's incompetent a little bit right now because they lost a lot of their best people. But I'm not gonna say that. It's needed more than ever, kinda. They could spend most of their time soothing people who are in crisis, but like I said, they lost all their best people at the conclave. So people that's left probably not the best. Let's just say it's been this way for
Mage
years.
circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Now, I could flirt with Josephine, but one of the things I did learn is that if you don't flirt with Josephine, then she ends up getting into like a minor romance with Blackwall, but do I care about that? I kind of want the Iron Bull and Dorian to get romanced, so I'm trying not to mess with either of them in hopes that happen and probably try to bring them like in some party. So that's kind of how you get it to happen, but it takes time. I don't know if it got anything to do with whether you flirt with them or not. Whatever.
How did
I'll just do
someone
it
so
anyway.
lovely and selfless go into Arlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
Andraste chose me. Let's just be honest. I don't claim to be a
I
holy.
tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Yeah, you literally can't win with these people.
Do you need anything more, revered mother? If you find anything, please bring it in.
I thought I had something, but I didn't. All right, what do we got in the inventory that we need to get rid of? To Venture Shield. I think that's pretty much the same here, but it has higher magical defense. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we got Sarah here. Got no armor that I want to give her. I don't want to give her daggers either. Dorian. Just got a new staff. Stasis one is not as good. Blackwall. Yeah, he can take that shield. Don't have any better stuff. Gonna have to make her something because having her wear that is doesn't look bad on her, but I think she needs some more refined equipment, given her the way she is, her status. Give her that staff of stasis. He's wearing Grey Warden armor. I don't really like that since he don't even like the Grey Wardens. Mostly because they use the Blight, which you find out later. But let's see, boy. The common is better than the rare. Well, this has 2 extra abilities. So let's just give him that. He can stick with looking like the arrow shot.
Magic
Right,
exists
where
to
is...
serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and
Here she is. Let's just save real quick.
corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned
Gonna have to brown nose
If
a little
Fiona
bit.
and her malcontents are joining us as
Greatly
allies, we need to
disproves.
be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
The
Good
last
idea.
thing we need are abominations running amok.
It's good to see someone with an understanding of the situation. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
I'm not as confident in them. Ugh.
I'm glad that one of us has confidence in the Templars.
It is not a matter of confidence. Reality does not change
Surprise.
based on feelings.
I didn't lose approval.
Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivienne.
Tell me something. You told me that you'd see the Chantry restored. What about the Circle?
The Circle has to be restored if we want to keep the peace.
That's comforting to hear, but you'll find
And
opposition
I'll get her
to the
approval back.
idea even among friends. It's something to consider, my dear.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Vivian. I'm not gonna do any of that. Mages will be free. The Templars can exist as they want, and then they can take care of the mages if they get out of control. Not lock them in the tower just in case. It's kind of ridiculous to even think about that. It's basically slavery.
It is good to be surrounded by mages again.
Really?
The debate, the crackle of magic, the smell of old books. The breach is a magical problem. The mages will help us solve it.
Oh, there you go. Somebody pro-mage.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Now, I originally thought that she clearly knew that he was a fake in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Who knows? I think she probably did a little bit.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
I'll leave you to your work.
Yeah. But I'm used to people being angry, hating me for whatever reason. All right, we're gonna talk to Sarah here. She obviously unnerved by this.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
You expected something else? We needed this.
We needed? No, pretty sure that question was never passed my way. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
I'm gonna ask her this question just so I can get rid of it, but she goes
You're
different.
not like
Disapprove.
most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot and whine more. Like that's soulless, right?
No, I guess not.
Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry.
That's not really what I wanted to say.
Angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird. I mean, the Dalish don't really know. They have stories, but that's all they are. It's all fancy dress, not history.
I guess, but I like to respect other people's ways and traditions rather than telling them they're stupid for what they want to believe. I mean, as long as it's not harmful.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
That's the real problem. When people believe things that's harmful to other people.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
You think Alexius made an illusion of his own life going down in flames?
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I'm looking at it and choose the up option where it says Dorian is certain or something like that. He usually disapproves of that. I never choose the middle option before, so it seems like he approves asking him a question. This is a good thing not to assume when talking to Sophus. Like if you ask him a question, he's more satisfied with that. I don't know what. I never got to this point, to be honest. To say not amazing, terrifying. He just greatly disapproves of that.
Knowing what will happen if we fail.
I suggest we not fail. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront. How can I help?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Well, I'm just gonna have to live with that. He greatly disapproved of that one. Trying to see if I got any materials for upgrades now. Probably have to wait until a later game because a lot of these plants that I need for upgrades I won't find until later.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
I mean...
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
If that means they're anything like you, I approve.
Ha! There aren't many mages back home like me.
I'd believe that.
I never fit in. Bloodstains are so difficult to clean, you see.
So we're doomed to a future of blood magic, then?
Not at first. But you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew. Did you know we're actually related, Inquisitor?
Related?
Oh, not first cousins or anything like that. Can you imagine? You're a Trevelyan, however, and somewhere in dank nethers of my family tree, there was also a Trevelyan. Perhaps he was even the one who ventured to Ostwick to establish the branch. We are talking long ago, of course.
You know that off the top of your head?
Not the top. Maybe the lower middle or thereabouts. Bloodlines are serious business in Tevinter. You're taught lessons and tested by strict nannies. I heard your family mentioned, and I had to go through all the old mnemonics, but yes, there it is. I knew there was a reason we looked so much alike.
So much alike. That's kind of weird to say.
I'd rather we weren't related. That might make flirting awkward.
Depends on which branch of the family you come from.
Yeah, that's even
Regardless,
weirder.
I think we're still good to go. By at least 3 ages.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I'm well aware of your finer qualities, believe me.
Of course I believe you. The moment I saw you, I thought, there's a man who knows quality. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see.
I'm getting the impression you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Hmm.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
You can ask him about the Imperium
Try
later.
not to die. I would notice you were gone.
That'll be an even longer conversation. And I know it's a couple of things that I might say that might ruin it. I didn't realize I was going to get greatly disapproved with Solus. I think my approval with him is pretty high already, but that greatly disapproved, kind of like, I don't know how much approval I lost with him. I wish there was like a meter somewhere where we can actually see that, but there isn't.
Seems to be a good man.
He'll be an asset if we have to fight Darkspawn, at least.
Her tongue tells tales of rebellion.
Right. That's why.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit, that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
What Harry doesn't know won't hurt him.
This guy crooked. Definitely don't need this. Well, max health plus 100%. Let's say minus 100% armor rating. So armor would be useless. You get more health. No thanks. Let's see. Let's upgrade this axe.
And you've heard nothing of this elder one before? In any of your investigations?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
No, it's taken all of us by surprise. We must... I don't know. He compromised the rebel mages, and is likely responsible for the disappearance of the Templars.
And we know nothing about him.
We will soon enough.
Let me upgrade this axe. Let me check this chest, see if there's anything in here. Moonstones ×2. Okay. Better than nothing.
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against
No, I don't know. I used to drink with the soldiers. I can't talk with them anymore. Not really.
You've seen enough pieces to have some idea of the size of the game we're playing.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You understand. This elder one, there's no one I can talk to.
I'll be in the tavern this evening.
Magic exists.
Perhaps you could buy me a drink. Make sure you take a bath
him.
first.
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken it and turned it again.
Right.
Travel safely.
Please send Fisher our thanks for the refreshments.
Let's just make some
You
new
need
ones.
something? Let me know.
All right, let's see. I need a pommel as well. Masterwork. Oh, that's a great sword grip. Oh, I need those. I need a heft and a pommel. Let's just pick one, I guess. What is this? This for an axe? Requires 2 leathers, 2 metals, metal and cloth, leather and metal. Let's go with the 2 metals. Maybe. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Even though I don't like how it looked. What is this? Leather and metal? What leather do I have? Critical chance. I'm not a rogue. What about this one? Cloth. Heal on kill. That's definitely one I want to get. For every enemy defeated, you get health. So let's go ahead and do that. Armor penetration. Attack. I want attack boost. 3%, 2%, 3. And I need a pummel. I'm not really going all out and making these because this is like for my lower level weapon. Once I get the Skyhold and get some more craftspeople like Dagna, I'll make a better, much better weapon. This don't look like metal, but it says metal. Using masterwork. Metal and leather. No. Metal and cloth. Maybe. Let's go with obsidian. Kill on kill. Definitely want that. 3, 4.
That'll do.
And I got a fire rune, so let's go ahead and modify this. It's kind of weird because it's a weapon that doesn't allow, not supposed to allow upgrades, but it does. I don't know. Because some weapons do and some don't. But I get the ability. Now it's a fire axe. Excellent.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did. If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it. I've never been more certain of my decision to join you.
Pretty easy to build up approval of Blackwall too.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future. Then I look forward to it. Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
It's kind of awkward to laugh at that point, you know.
Yes?
That's enough
Oh,
for
I
now.
exhausted our conversation.
Another time, then. Greetings.
That's enough for now.
Oh, I was trying to jump
Another
over that.
time, then.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
I don't want to make him uncomfortable
That's
by
all for
flirting
now.
with him. I know he don't like guys.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken
So,
his gift.
that Tevinter guy sent you into the future? If you're worried about magic, I can protect you. My blade pretty much protects me. Perhaps I can do things your blade can't. I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Indeed, it does.
Can I help you? See you later,
Oh, nothing else to say. Grim
Nice
could say
work at
something.
Redcliffe.
Or,
I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
sure.
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
The Templars have holed up in Thorinfar Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
We'll talk later.
Ah, that Ferelden Meadow.
Excellent.
I wonder if it's possible for me to get it back. I think I sold it over here. Doesn't look like it. You know, you can buy back weapons and armor and stuff, but not like stuff that was just meant for to be loot. Not that big a deal though.
I don't understand.
Right,
I thought the Chant of Light bound us all together.
The Chant of Light is beautiful, sister. But it's
Foul
just
and
words.
corrupt are
People
they
need more than
who have
that right
taken
now.
his gift
They need
and turned it against his children.
Alright, that'll be just a second. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start in your heart shall burn, which is
With
the
passioned breath does the
transition
darkness creep.
for the story.
It is the whisper.
So give me just a second. I don't think I have any companion stuff right now. But none that I can finish. The rest of those are just minor things. I didn't get any more shards yet. But yeah, just give me a second, I'll be back. All right. All right, back to it. Make a little save.
Night, the lie upon your sleep.
All right. Got a couple quests here done. Jar of Bees grenade recipe. I already had it, but you know. Answer a request from his mall. More gold from Cullen. Secrets of Andraste. Interesting, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost thousands of years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious, I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Gold reward. That opens up, let's see, upon awakening. See, I think the ally from Starkhaven is here. Truth or Dare, like Celestine, Grand Cleric Iona. Let's see. I want them to investigate there and fall redoubt. That's the quest we didn't do for the Templars. Send the chargers in with Inquisition troops to bolster their numbers. One is 3 hours, this is 2 hours. This calls for a light touch. My scouts can make a distraction, letting the chargers sneak in close. Let's let the forces deal with that. Takes a little longer, but let's see. Ally from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale, of course, Sebastian, sole heir of the Vale Princes of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of the great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of most holy Justinia. Is it the fifth, maybe? Yeah, keenly. I too hope for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Thetis. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together, let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Okay. Sure. I'll send missives through the free marches. Cities have always been independent, earning the support of the most
Let us begin.
yeah, sure. This ally, whatever. It's Sebastian, so it can be a good or a bad thing. I think there might be another quest later that has to do with the mages. A quest from his Hasmol. What is that? I can only do one more. It might be. Let's just try it. It's Templar related. Let's wait for Cullen to do that.
Let's see
Let's
what
have
we
Liliana
have.
do this. It's a longer one, so it's gonna take like 3 hours.
The best of the
Folks
mages
opposed
are
to
ready,
breach.
Harold. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Okay, so I gotta pick a party. It's gonna come useful later. I only need one mage. And let's just take my favorite team. I got approval from Sarah, I guess, because I'm closing the breach. Maybe. Or maybe because I didn't take her. She's pretty scared of it.
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let his will draw from you.
You did it.
All right. Now the fun begins.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates!
This bodes poorly.
You think? He has to level up.
I knew it was too easy.
Let's make a separate save.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder...
Yeah, good old Christmas.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
All right. Pick up some of these red lyrium pieces so I can make runes later. Oh.
Get this trebuchet firing.
How do we get trebuchets all the way out here? It's beyond me.
not possible. Everyone to the gates.
Shoulder! Herald! Help me with this sword! Good one! Just grabbing essentials. One die for Scourge.
All right, let's go. Gotta make sure to help everybody along the way.
Move it! Move it! We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Man never to rule over him.
Haven must evacuate to the Chantry! Good work, Harold. Protect the Chantry.
All right, that's Lizette saved. Who's next?
Here,
Sigrid.
survivor!
Now, someone help!
Yeah, get up. Let's go. Got other people to help. Get out of my way. I know somebody in here. Gotta get it. Keep moving.
We're here, survivor!
Alyssa,
Get it off!
let's go.
It's coming down!
Okay, move. Solus. Where is Solus?
Solus needs help.
Jeez. Hope I didn't miss the opportunity to save somebody else while I'm trying to save Solus.
Hear that?
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Before the pots blow up.
What's happening? Baker, thank you. Thank you.
Let's get to the Chantry. Get up.
Lady is with you,
Let's go.
Thank you.
You gotta make sure to revive them before those pots blow up or they die. Alright. One more person to save, I think.
hear a survivor!
Thank you. These shits almost had me. Let's go.
We've rallied everyone! Into the chantry!
Right. We saved everybody.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If it will save these people, he can have me.
Solus
It
greatly
won't.
disapproves of that.
He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them. Kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
I lost a good chunk of approval with Solus, it seems like.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you've made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Harold, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
We will exact a heavy price. They will not take us easily.
No. Haven's already burning. Might as well bury it in snow.
They can take you!
Like how did it catch on fire so fast? Yeah. Everything was made out of wood, and then there's a dragon. I guess the only thing that's not made out of wood is technically the chantry. Gonna get some. These enemies can take more damage than Alexius could. Maybe because they're all warriors and rogues. I think rogues have lower health than mages sometimes, I think, but that's just my
The
experience.
trebuchet must be aimed! Quickly!
The Sarans are taking her down too quick. Jeez. Saves time for the rest of us. Come on, y'all. See him right over there.
Be ready.
See him
More
trying to
coming
do
our
something.
way.
Got the loot. Get some of them red lyrium shards for rooms later.
Brought bait reinforcements.
reinforcements.
Oh. Oh, crap. Well, looking for a sound, but I got it. Solo's getting whooped. Use only 2 of my healing potions. That's fine. Knight Captain Dunham, I think, is the one that usually you kill him kind of like at the beginning of the Templar quest, but I guess it becomes kind of like a mini boss here. As that red Templar behemoth thing. I think with the Templars, the only thing I'm sad about is Knight Boris. You don't get to save him. That's just sad.
Move! Now! Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more. Whatever you are, I'm not afraid. Words mortals often hurl at the darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
No thanks.
You'll get nothing out of me.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not. I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gall.
It's a boon from Andraste. She saved my life.
Then your lady wished me to kill you, for her boon is a beacon I cannot let escape. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Wither to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
You expect me to fight. But that's not why I kept you talking. Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize! There.
Mark the rift. Even though I had an empty slot right over there in the back, it still took my favorite move away. So let's go ahead and reassign that. I can go there. Let's get my mighty blow back where it's supposed to be. There we go. I'm just trying to survive, you know. I remember being caught in a snowstorm like this before, like this
It's
bad.
cold. Nothing.
It's hard to see. Yeah, same experience here. Not the best. When we lived in Colorado, for me, it's Wisconsin. A pretty crazy blizzard. Yeah, pretty awful. Yeah. Got up to higher ground, it looks like. Pretty tired at this point. Snows there a lot. Oh geez, when I lived in northern Japan, it snows there a lot. Really?
Numbers. Recent.
It's don't sleep. No, don't sleep. Yeah. Can't fall asleep when you're in the cold like this. You probably won't wake up. Let me see if I can find the snow walls. There's something down there.
There! It's him! Thank the Maker!
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for
Can I
hours.
see this?
They
No,
have
all I
that
see is like
luxury thanks to you.
3 asterisks.
The enemy could
I don't
not
really see
follow.
anything.
And with time to
there.
doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless.
Let me see
Or he
here.
girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
Snow wall along the Alpine route opened April 15th. Oh, I see. Wow. That's interesting. Looks like the weather gets there pretty bad, but it's similar to Wisconsin in the winter. -8 is not unheard of. Yeah, I got that link. It's crazy. It's like over 120 inches of snow each year. The weather is bad. Snowboarding was very popular there. Right. I don't think I would go somewhere to vacation that's already cold when I already experience winter here. I guess it depends on what I'm doing and who I'm with. uh, I guess I might want to go to Alaska first because it's in the United States. But I think if I go to Japan in the winter, it should be warm there, right, and not cold. Since it's cold here, it should be warm there. I'm assuming. Hopefully, I'm right. It would be cold. Really? Hmm. I thought because given it, but yeah, they're in the northern hemisphere. Okay, that still probably be worth it. I guess it's a little further up than Hawaii is. So I went to Hawaii in the winter and it was like 80 degrees. Tokyo will not get any snow. Okay, way further up than Hawaii. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Got to try one of these days.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps
Hawaii is further
especially
south than
yours.
Florida.
Our
Yeah, that makes a
leaders
lot of sense.
struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw, or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims
Oh,
of
what happened
assaulting the
there?
heavens?
Scripture says magisters,
That was a bad
divinity
glitch.
servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris
But
is why we
Japan is
suffer
wild.
blight,
It
and why the Maker turned from
got
us.
super cold.
If such
Places
is the
like
claim
northern
of this
Japan
Corypheus,
and the
he is
tropical.
a monster beyond
When you
imagining.
go down
All
to
mankind continues to
Okinawa,
suffer for that
but
sin.
it's cooler there in the
If
winter,
even
like
a
60
shred
down
of
there.
it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. You can't match that with hope alone.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have another glitch like that again. Jeez.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky. One day soon, the dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it
army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against
Put
you,
some shoes on,
it is
Solus.
Elven. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived. Nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
I used to say the same thing to Meryl. Running around everywhere without any shoes.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
There we go.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you?
He's insane. Yeah.
This all began with Andraste's blessing. It was that simple.
Yet did her blessing grant you worthiness? Or was it given because you were already worthy? Your
Playing
decisions let us heal the sky. Your
obviously a person
determination
who
brought
like
us out of
believes
Haven.
in the Maker and
You are the
Andraste. So.
creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
I have tried to serve faithfully, to understand the burden I was meant to carry.
That is always a struggle.
You're not sure about this?
There's no faith without doubt. Yet I believe this is the only path before us. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
It's odd how they give you the sword in the game, but it's like not an actual usable sword in the game. It's a nice design. Clearly a two-handed heavy sword, dragon, some kind of dragon sword. You could call it the blade of the Inquisition or the blade of the Inquisitor, but there's no design for it in the game. It's only for cutscenes when you execute people. Well, this scene here, or when you execute people. It's weird. Let's see. I do it for my own power. I'll lead them to vengeance. I'll be a servant of the faith. Corypheus must be stopped. That's pretty neutral.
Corypheus will never let me live in peace. He made that clear.
There you go.
He intends to be a god, to rule over us all. Corypheus must be stopped.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your inquisitor!
You know how to hype up a crowd, don't you?
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Right? Yes, it is. That is Hawk.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Feel free to leave anytime, sir. You don't gotta stay here. Anyway. Yes, my hawk, my mage hawk, my cannon hawk, it's a female mage. But I am going actually end this stream early, 30 minutes earlier than I usually do, because I gotta be up super early tomorrow. Yeah, so, but I will broadcast another Dragon Age Inquisition tomorrow. I'm doing 2 in a row until I decide otherwise. I'm usually uploading these to YouTube, so you can see the replay of my live streams at YouTube J Mixing King Gaming. That's where I put them all, and then I have a separate playlist. This of course Dragon Age Inquisition, and then it's my warrior. It usually has like warrior, or it has rogue or mage, for the different playthroughs that I've done. Yeah, thank you for everybody that stopped in to watch. And then I'll be doing this tomorrow again at 4:30. Maybe I'll try a little earlier, but I'll definitely most likely be playing later because I don't work Sundays. So, and you as well, Mom. You have a good one as well. Hopefully feeling better, and maybe one of these days I can see you play Dragon Age Inquisition one day. But with that being said, you all have a good night. And thank you for watching.